What's up, guys? Alpine Gremlin again here with some more World of Tanks. Today we're taking a look at the Tier 5 French light tank, the ELC AMX. This is just a little quick match I had, and I honestly cannot believe that I have never bought this tank before. This tank is probably, it's only been in the game for about 2 years. You know, I can't, and it's just one of the most fun vehicles I think I've ever played. So this is a Tier 7 match on Airfield. I'm platooned up with my buddy Yeti 220 and Volker Ball, and we're just gonna troll around. And there's some fantastic driving by me as I slam into a T29 who was trying to stop, but I just smashed into him anyway. So I mean, this is, this honestly, this game isn't really too impressive gameplay-wise. I mean, the team did a lot of good work. And I basically kind of just, right at the end, I kind of slip in and start causing some havoc. But honestly, the game starts off pretty dry initially. So you can see Volker has gone up to the middle ridge here. I get lit by that Skoda as I get into position, so I quickly stop to make sure that I don't get shot as I peek the bush. But so Volker is actually not lit over there. He's actually spotting people behind him, but he's not firing. So those guys don't know where he is, and I'm waiting for a shot here on these guys. Take a shot at the ELC, but it completely misses. I get lit, so I back off. Yeti takes one, puts one into him, but unfortunately that ELC retaliates and ends up taking him out. But I'm still here, so Volker's still spotting in that bush. I've lost my spot, so I'm just gonna continue to sit here. I want to take that scout out because that is, and Volker had to bail because there were the Jagdpanzer, flat Panzer coming out. I take the shot though, still using his spot, kill the ELC AMX, the enemy one, and so now that flat Panzer is pushing on Volker. He takes a shot, but Volker retaliates with his own, and he gets taken out by our artillery. And so right now I'm just kind of sitting there. Doesn't seem to be anything going on right now. The T29 gets taken out by artillery, and I see that T29 on our team is pushing the Skoda T25. So I'm gonna make this move. I'm gonna go in there and help him, but he bails off the side of the hill, and I come over here to try and get a shot on him as he's trying to leave. But unfortunately, I take an unnecessary hit. He has an autoloader. I'm still, I got taken off guard. I'm still not used to the Czech tanks. I forgot that he has an autoloader, so I end up taking another point of damage. I take a shot at this E25. Wasn't the most well-placed shot, so I back off. I miss him, and I'm waiting for, you can see on the map now, this E25 is pushing on him rather rapidly, so I'm going to get into a position of overwatch. Fire another shitty shot, miss again, get lit again, so now I gotta wait 5 seconds, or at least until that E25 starts engaging. That E25 is going in. E25 fires at me and misses, and so now those two are brawling, so now I'm just aiming, and I put the last shot into him. So honestly, up until this point, it really has been an unimpressive game. Volker's down there in the south helping with the OI, the Jagdpanther, and the Tiger 1. But there isn't much more to do up here, and I honestly haven't really put in that much work towards this game. The team's really done most of the work, honestly. And so there isn't much more to do, but there is still some enemies to kill. There's a Nashorn, and I see him. I completely even forgot that I was firing premium rounds at the time. I wasted a couple APCR rounds. I honestly didn't even notice that I had switched. So anyway, I switched back to my regular armor piercing, and so I'm coming around the Nashorn, and I noticed that artillery is right there. That German arty stealth drive. So I kill the gorilla, and the nashorn has definitely seen me coming. You can see that tree that just went down. The nashorn fires and misses. I burst through the little hut, put a shot into him, and now I have him. And that's, I find that the ELC, I don't have that many games in it yet, but I find that that is just what this thing can do. It is an absolute nightmare for TDs. And they can't traverse fast enough to adequately engage this tank because it's just so fast. And so, you know, we're coming to the end of the game here, and I noted there's one Yag Panther that was last spotted. He's the guy that took out Volker. So I'm gonna be coming around his side. He lit me, but it doesn't matter. I'm already inside of his traverse, and there's nothing he can do to stop me. And there's a lot of destructible buildings in here that would slow me down, but I accelerate too fast for this guy to do anything about it. I mean, he's doing all the right things. He's in the base with no good buildings to put him, you know, to scrape me off with. I mean, he's doing everything that he's doing everything right, but there's just nothing he can do. And I'm just too agile and maneuverable, so he's going to die here. He actually bounced a shot from the from my teammates, but I mean, yeah, I mean, there's nothing he can do. So I take him out. The OI in the middle is also going to get finished here in a second. Just got taken out, and the only thing left is the artillery to kill. And I aim, take out the artillery for the last kill. And there's a top gun. And the win. So alright, so there's that game finished. Let's take a look at how I did in the after action report. Alright, so here's the after action report. You can see that we managed to come away with 1,877 damage, which is, I guess good. That's 10 direct hits for 10 penetrations, though we did fire 15 shots. And so I noticed that the ELC's gun is definitely not the most accurate. I haven't played too many games in this thing yet, but I do intend to, at some point, perhaps put up a review about it, because it is definitely a really, really fun tank to drive. And so the Watt Replays site honestly doesn't give me as much information as I think the in-game one. We got 2 medals, the Top Gun. I don't actually remember what the last medal was. Oh, Fire for Effect. That's it, because I guess I got some good spotting in. So anyway, though, so this tank is a lot of fun, and you know, you notice that I did the majority of that you know 1,877 damage. I did the majority of that basically right at the end because enough enemies had been killed to where a gap in their defenses had opened up pretty wide, and so that allowed me to go in, kill their artillery, kill 2 dangerous tank destroyers, and then come away with the win in the Top Gun. So so that was, you know, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. And that's something that I find I always have in the ELC. Is it's one of the most fun vehicles I've ever driven. And I can't believe I've waited until now to get one. My friends had been telling me to get one for years, and I never did. But I will be grinding a bat shot at some point. So I've got the 12-ton unlocked at this point, so we're going to see how long it takes to actually get the bat. But it's about time I got a new tank since I got back. Haven't really started any new grinds, and so I think it's time to do that. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.